Acupuncture. Some say it's science, some say it's magic. But what's really happening when those little fine needles go into the skin? Acupuncture is based on Chinese medicine, and it involves qi, which is the subtle form of energy that flows throughout the body. The qi runs through different acupuncture meridians, and the meridians connect with the different organ systems of the body. So we have a liver meridian, and a gallbladder meridian, a heart meridian, and a stomach meridian. The bladder, the liver, the heart, the spleen has a job to do. So for example, most of us know that the liver cleans the blood. It processes toxins. The heart helps pump the blood, keeps our energy circulating. So when we have pain, the suggestion is that we have a blockage to the energy pathway or the flow of the energy through the body systems. When we have a stomach ache, it can be because we ate too much food and the stomach is weighed down and it's not processing. The digest, it's stuck in there. And so how we treat with acupuncture is we use these hair-fine, little tiny hair-fine acupuncture needles about the width of a strand of hair. Some of us use a guide tube, but this is an acupuncture needle. And we place that needle just under the skin. And it's used to help encourage the movement, the proper movement of the energy. So for example, the stomach meridian energy is a downward moving energy. It goes through the leg, internally it starts in the face, moves down through the body, and it moves in a downward direction. And if we have a digestive issue or we are stuck or stagnant, then we move the energy, we place the needle into the skin and encourage the energy to move downward. In Chinese medicine, we also talk about something called rebellious qi, and that is when the energy is moving in the wrong direction. So the stomach meridian, when it's moving in the wrong direction, we might have a belch or in extreme cases a vomit. And we want to get the energy to move in the proper direction so that we feel healthy, normal, and well-adjusted. So there's more to Chinese medicine than just acupuncture. Acupuncture is one branch of a whole myriad of modalities, including face reading, which is a passion of mine. Acupressure, of course, is without the needles. Herbology is another significant branch. Even food preparation and choosing particular foods to support your constitutional type or to support your energy flow. So today in the West, most people come for acupuncture because they have some acute pain. We end up treating a lot of back pain and headaches because unfortunately Western medicine isn't that great at treating either of those. For back pain, a lot of times it's sometimes physical therapy, which is actually usually quite good, but surgery, which is hit and miss in terms of its success in my clinical observation, and headaches. In Western medicine, they offer a lot of pharmaceuticals, but don't oftentimes get to the root cause. And so with acupuncture, we can place a couple of needles into the body to ensure that energy moves properly, and oftentimes those things definitely get better. So while most of us practitioners experience first-time patients with a lot of times conditions like back pain or headaches, we also can treat, it's a whole system of its own. And so oftentimes before a acute injury manifests, there can be subtle signs that the body needs a little bit of tender loving care, a little bit of support. So a lot of times people will come for conditions like anxiety or depression, and acupuncture does a beautiful job of supporting those systems as well. There's an ancient story in China that historically people would come for treatment 4 or 5 times a year when the outside world and the inside world need a little bit of amalgamizing or support. And when a person would come for treatment at the change of seasons to maintain health, if a person were to fall ill in the middle of the season, the practitioner would be obligated to bring that person back to health free of charge. Obviously, this would be an ideal situation, and most people in ancient China didn't have the huge spectrum of diets and stress levels and so forth. But I love that notion that a person would pursue care to stay healthy rather than falling acutely ill with something really gigantic and chronic, which is oftentimes takes longer to treat. Are you curious to try acupuncture? Or have you already experienced it? What were your results? Maybe we can add this if we're still rolling.
Yeah.
that a lot of times people will say, well, I gave acupuncture a try, and maybe they've had back pain for 30 years, and one treatment, it's like, come on. I mean, I wish I was that good. Imagine that most practitioners, maybe there's a miracle practitioner that can solve 30 years worth of back pain in one fell treatment. But oftentimes too, the quicker that we get in for treatment, the more effective it is. Children, I feel like in my practice, I see a lot of teen girls where anxiety is really high, and sometimes just 2 or 3 treatments can really keep them going for months or years. So it's a beautiful medicine, and I'm so grateful to share it.